Leftists seriously have no idea what today's conservative women are like, do they? Wait till I tell you what Jen Psaki said. A comedian is calling out Seth Rogen and James Franco for predatory behavior. This celebrity has alien marks on her skin, and we're discussing Macaulay Culkin and Brenda song having a baby because 95% of you are shooketh over this news, and I do not understand y'all. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics, the first conservative pop culture daily show. The White House is trying to come up with ways to convince conservatives to get the vaccine. So, Press Secretary Jen Psaki says they're going to use NASCAR, Discovery's The Deadliest Catch, and CMT to convince conservatives to get the vaccine and to meet people where they are.
Who are you talking to right now?
It sure ain't me.
You're stereotyping.
I've never been to a NASCAR event. I hate country music, and I definitely don't watch a show about old stinky men catching fish in a storm.
It's amazing. You are 100% wrong.
I'm a slave for Zara. I love Pinot Noir, oysters on the half shell, true crime, and hip hop. I know it's shocking to the left to find out that of course there are conservatives who like that stuff, but there are also a whole lot of us who don't. And maybe, just maybe, it's not that we're anti-vax, but we just like to wait a hot second for some case studies before injecting something brand new into our bodies. You know, since the FDA and CDC are already halting the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because of some messed up side effects. Yeah! I personally relate way more to Elle Woods than I do to Phil Robertson, but that doesn't mean I love this country any less. The truth is, liberals are absolutely clueless about what it means to be a conservative to young people, and especially young women today. You couldn't be more wrong about us, but that's okay. We stay relaxed by the pool with our Mai Tai while you burn your city to the ground acting like gutter trash. Stop trying to be oppressed and depressed about everything. It won't age well, honey.
Thinking of having a diet of just red wine and avocado. They're both supposed to be anti-aging.
You know who actress and comedian Charlene Yee is, right? She's been in lots of things like Knocked Up and Paper Heart, which she starred in, produced, and co-wrote.
What's a bad impression you do?
A bad one is my George Bush.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like...
I think she is so funny. Well, in 2017, Charlene was supposed to work on The Disaster Artist with James Franco and Seth Rogen, but ended up quitting because of James Franco's predatory behavior on set. And you may not remember, but this was a huge scandal. According to Breitbart, during the movie's Oscar campaign, several women came forward accusing Franco of behaving inappropriately in his acting classes. Franco denied the accusations, and then two former students sued Franco 2 years later, but the suit was reportedly settled out of court. Charlene posted to her Instagram about all of this drama and said, "When I tried to break a legal contract and quit Disaster Artist because James Franco is a sexual predator, they tried to bribe me with a bigger acting role. I cried and told them that that was the exact opposite of what I wanted, that I didn't feel safe working with a effing sexual predator." She then claimed the production tried to minimize all of the accusations against James Franco by saying it was so last year and that he had changed.
Wow, happy birthday.
Charlene also called out Seth Rogen for being an enabler and incredibly toxic. She said that Rogen definitely knew why she quit and said Franco preys on children and Rogen just goes along with it. She also blamed white men choosing power over protecting children and women from predators and added that white men perform infantilism when it comes to sacrificing their white supremacy and patriarchy because they actually don't give a blank.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Stop saying that.
Hate us because they ain't us.
They don't hate us because they hate us. They don't hate us because they hate us.
I'm used to it. They hate us because they ain't us.
Stop it. Don't say it again.
Okay, a lot to unpack here. Number one, I believe Charlene. So many women have tried to raise the alarm on Franco. I mean, he seems like a total creep. Talented, but for sure a predator, in my opinion. And everyone being so hush-hush about it is definitely sus. Him and Seth have done a lot of work together, so I'd imagine that they're probably friends, and I don't know if Seth is involved in this kind of stuff, but I guess that he definitely knows about it in the very least.
I'm actually like Frodo Baggins. You're my Sam. My Samwise. I can't do it without you.
However, Charlene blaming all of this predatory BS on white supremacy? Come on, Charlene. No, anyone can be a predator. It's not just white men. Look at someone like Bill Cosby or R. Kelly. This isn't exclusively a white men problem, and you know it.
We all know that now.
I don't know what to say about this. Elon Musk's girlfriend, Grimes, is so odd. She got this hideous back tattoo and said it's supposed to look like alien scars. I mean, it's absolutely atrocious. It's red right now, but says it will turn white.
Seeing God. Meanwhile, I'm starting phase 2, which is me sitting on a stool while 40 gray aliens take turns gently batting my knockers around. Did y'all get the knocker stuff?
No knocker stuff, sorry.
And did you feel threatened, Miss Rafferty?
Wait, this story is interesting, Grimes. Please tell us more about your abduction.
I had my shirt I came in with, but my pants were gone. So, my coot was out. I was full Porky Pig in it in a drafty dome.
To say that her and Elon are the weirdest people on the planet is a pretty accurate assumption, I think. I mean, what is their baby's name, producer Abigail? QWERTY? EMC equals MC squared, something like that?
Well, it's X, the ligature AE, and A dash the number 12, pronounced X-A12. Something about the unknown variable in a plane or something, but close enough.
Yeah, I don't get it. Also, have most of you been living under a rock or what? I have gotten so many messages and comments about Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song having a baby. Guys, they've been dating for years. I mean, years. I don't understand how nobody knew about this. Everyone is like, I'm sorry, Kevin McAllister and London Tipton are not only having a baby, but they're in love? Yes!
First things first. Have you adjusted your mirrors?
All 3 of them. And I can see myself perfectly.
No. They're not for vanity.
Macaulay just did an in-depth interview with Esquire magazine in February. I'm pretty sure we posted it to POPlitics' story. He was on the cover, he talked about their life and her being pregnant and how they are just trying to be a very normal couple. I think they've been together for like 4 years. I mean, they don't ever post together, so maybe that's why no one knew, but yes, y'all, it is true. Sometimes I wonder if you even follow POPlitics.
Get with the times, you Luddite.
Sorry, no sports recap this week. My resident sports expert is taking PTO, and I seriously have no idea what's going on in sports when he isn't here to keep me up to date. So what I can tell you is that some team won some game at some point in time this last week, and some fans were happy about it, some others were not. Go team.
What does Benjos mean?
Benjos is one of the players. He's one of the coaches in the division. If he passes through the series, then he'll be a Hall of Famer, okay? Is that hard to understand? Please just read the stats.
Friendly reminder to check your email and make sure that you are confirming your spot for YWLS if you got accepted. It's not too late to apply to go. If you want to go to the biggest conference for young conservative women, aka the largest conservative meetup in the country, click the link in our bio for more info and use the code POPlitics. We are only halfway at this point to the goal that I promised Charlie Kirk, which was 5,000 applications. So we still got some time. I mean, the event is in June, so we got some time. But guys, do not let me down. You need to apply to get here, and we have travel stipends for students, FYI. By the way, if you tap the heart really quick on this episode, that helps us out a lot. I am dying to know what you think about the White House saying that they're going to convince more conservatives to get the vaccine, and your thoughts on Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song. Share this episode to your story so more people discover POPlitics, and DM it to 2 friends and tell them that you think they like the show. And very, very, very important, hit the save button because Instagram likes that for some reason. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.